Kitchen life is often made miserable by scrubbing. You eventually end up with dishes that look like this. This is not too bad. This one is just miserable. Okay, you've seen this before. Everything is caked on, baked on, and it does come off with steel wool, but it takes some time. I have a better, faster way of getting this done. Now, this steel is not entirely stainless steel, but pretty close to it. It's a soft form of steel, mild steel, but not specifically, not commercial mild steel either. And the hardness of steel is about 10 times the hardness of aluminum. This is aluminum pans and pots for most part, and while you're using steel wool, you know that your aluminum dishes will also get scratch lines in them, because this is harder and it scratches the softer metal being aluminum. So aluminum is about 10 times softer than the steel wool you're working with, but the hardness of this caked on or baked on stuff is just unbelievable. It's matching the hardness of the steel wool itself. So to remove the caked on stuff effectively, you need, this works, but you need ideally something harder than the steel wool. Now anything harder than the steel wool will also damage the aluminum in it, so you have to go careful with it. But it's gonna save quite some time, and this is what I do. Sandpaper, 220 grit, 320 grit, 600 grit. Sanding block, that's 80 grit. I glued on a piece of 80 grit. So look at this kind of thick caked on stuff. Just wait for the camera to focus on it. Now you have it. It's miserable. It's just a miserable affair. So what you can do on flat surfaces especially, that was, I don't know, 4 strokes, and it's coming off, you can see. Now this is garbage, so, but you know, it's just a demo pan here. You know, it's coming off. It's coming off. It's still gonna take effort and time. But it's gonna be faster and less miserable than doing it with steel wool. Of course you can do wet sanding if you like. You do dry sanding if you like. Because I got this one glued to an MDF, and this disintegrates in wood. In water. So I'm going dry sanding. And of course the high spots are beginning to show because the bottom of an aluminum dish warps in the heat, and it doesn't get back to its original shape and size after it cools down. So you can see it's working significantly faster than steel wooling it. Alright, it's coming off. It's still a miserable affair, but it's a little faster. So on the sides you can do 220 There you can see a spot being cleaned there. There you can see it's getting clean, and you can see it's still dirty in the deep spots wherever it got banged, dinged. The deep spots are not gonna get clean with anything really. Alright, so I cleaned the spot there, at least the two clean spots meet, and these ridges that I put in the aluminum, I guess for decorative finish, because otherwise it doesn't seem to serve any other purpose. Heat transfer is not any better with these ridges, it's actually worse. So you can see it's coming along and it's perfectly removing all of this baked on stuff. Quite a lot faster than steel wool. Okay, so that's how it goes. And of course, if you're unhappy with that kind of color, then you can go over it with a piece of 320 or a piece of 600 to make it look better. Just a little bit of 300. This half of it, and a little bit of 600 on the same spot. I don't know if you can see it. Well, it's really hard to see it with what the camera can pick up. It's different. Other than I stand it in a different direction, you can see the scuff marks running in different direction. It's gonna get shinier, smoother, and it's gonna be less food is gonna be sticking into it, because with the steel wool it's gonna gouge out the aluminum deeply. The standing grits and grains are smaller in sandpaper, so a smoother dish will stay cleaner for longer. Okay, that's the idea. So, have fun, try some new ideas. That's what I do with these dishes. Well, not with this one because this is garbage, but this one is gonna be mine. I just did the inside of it. This one is stainless steel. I did the inside with the 220 and it's flawless, because otherwise food also sticks to the inside to the same kind of black stuff. And I'm gonna do the outside. I did most of it on the outside there. So it works. Saves time.